Every single day, thousands of shipments leave factories around the world. Most of them never arrive as planned. Some are delayed, some are damaged, some quietly destroy entire businesses. The shocking reality, most failures don't happen at sea. They don't happen during a storm or at a chaotic customs border. They happen in silence, long before the container ever leaves the factory floor. In this video, we are stripping back the curtain on the global supply chain to show you exactly how shipments fail step by step and why most importers don't realize they are in trouble until it's far too late. Welcome to TruePath Logistics. The first mistake happens when the deal feels finished. You've had a dozen WhatsApp chats with a supplier. They sent a professional-looking pro forma invoice. You click send on a $30,000 wire transfer. Everyone relaxes. But in international trade, silence is a warning sign. Global trade doesn't fail loudly, it fails through assumptions. Who is truly arranging the transport to the port? Who is responsible if the truck overturns on a local highway in the country of origin? Most contracts look complete on paper, but they are hollow. They rely on trust where they should rely on terms. If your contract doesn't define the what-ifs, what if the ship is full? What if the port goes on strike? Then by default, the risk falls on the person who paid the money. That person is you. Let's look at a real-world case. A mid-sized retailer in Europe ordered $50,000 worth of high-end ceramic lamps from an overseas supplier. The contract was simple. The price was great. The failure: the beer assumed standard export packaging meant double-walled boxes with foam inserts. The supplier assumed it meant single-layer cardboard. When the container arrived, 40% of the lamps were dust. The supplier argued they followed standard procedures. Because the contract didn't specify the GSM of the cardboard or the density of the foam, the beer had no legal ground. They lost $20,000 because of a single missing sentence in a contract. Suppliers ship what they think is acceptable. Buyers expect what they imagine. Without an independent third-party inspection, you aren't buying a product, you're buying a hope. Many importers skip the $500 inspection fee to save money. This is the ultimate false economy. A sample is a marketing tool. The bulk production is a manufacturing reality. Factories are under pressure to hit margins. If the price of raw materials goes up, they might substitute your plastic for a cheaper grade. If you aren't there to catch it before the container is sealed, you have already lost. Once that ship leaves the dock, your leverage drops to zero. Consider a tech company that imported 10,000 power banks. They did a factory audit, and the units worked perfectly at the factory. But they failed to specify moisture-controlled shipping. During 30 days at sea, the container sat on the top deck of a ship crossing the equator. The internal temperature of that steel box reached 70 degrees Celsius. The humidity caused micro-corrosion on the circuit boards. When the goods arrived, they looked perfect, but 10% failed within the first hour of use. The factory refused to pay, claiming the goods left in perfect condition. The failure wasn't the product. It was the lack of understanding of the environment between point A and point B. Global logistics is a chain of 1,000 links. A missed vessel window in Singapore. A customs dispute in Rotterdam. A misspelled word on a bill of lading. Beginners view documents as paperwork. Professionals view them as keys. If a single digit on your packing list doesn't match your invoice, the customs authorities don't see a typo. They see a compliance risk. Your cargo sits. The port charges you demurrage, sometimes $300 a day. Your profit doesn't just shrink, it evaporates. A fashion brand chose the cheapest freight forwarder they could find, saving $2,000 on shipping. But the forwarder used a transshipment route with 3 different stops. One of those ports had a sudden strike. Because the forwarder was a budget operator, they had no priority with the shipping line. The goods sat for 45 days, the fashion brand missed the entire spring season launch. They saved $2,000 on shipping, but lost $200,000 in sales. In logistics, the price is what you pay, but the cost is what you lose when things go wrong. International trade doesn't reward the optimist. It rewards the prepared. Successful importers define their risk early. They inspect before they pay. They build buffers into their timelines. If you want to move from gambling to trading, you need to master these invisible links. At TruePath Logistics, we believe that transparency is the best insurance policy. If this breakdown helped you see the gaps in your own chain, join our community. Subscribe for more deep dives into the mechanics of the global economy. Download our Global Shipment Survival Checklist via the link in the description to ensure your next container doesn't become a case study. Thank you for watching.